Same person, same day. 2 mornings, 2 lives. Today I'm going to talk about my realistic morning routine. It's simple, repeatable, and designed to actually work. It's nothing performative, nothing that you see online and think to yourself, hey, how are these guys actually doing it? No, this is very specific and designed to help each and every one of you to get their morning right. I utilize this exact routine throughout my time as a male model, student at university, and now as a full-time creator. It's very important to me to maintain repeatability and simplicity no matter which environment I find myself in. And that applies to you guys as well, by the way. And once it's truly locked in, it'll be like clockwork, very precise and very schematic. So before I start the actual step-by-step routine, which I obviously know you guys probably clicked this video for, I'm going to reframe why mornings are so important and how the morning is actually predetermining how your day is going to go. And when I talk about this specific aspect, I'm not just talking about scheduling, but I'm also talking about the way your mind is shaped before the day actually starts. I usually wake up pretty much around the same time every day, 7:30 usually. To me, it's just very important to wake up at the same time every single day because it helps your circadian rhythm adapt to the situation you're in. So for example, when I'm traveling, I try also to wake up at the same time so my body approximately knows where I am and what's going on. Honestly, I don't really use an alarm. I know some of you guys may be a night owl. I'm more of a morning lark, so I'm pretty much alert right away when I wake up. You can obviously use an alarm, but for me, it's just my body sets its clock pretty much automatically. And then the first thing I do in the morning after I woke up, I actually have this journal right here, which I wrote down quite a bunch of stuff already. And what I usually do first thing in the morning, I either write down my dreams or just a couple of things I'm most excited for throughout the day. Could be, I don't know, going to the gym, meeting friends, whatever. The reason I do that is just it helps to set the day for me because it helps my brain to adapt to the situation that I'm going to be facing throughout the day. And I want to be productive first thing in the morning rather than consuming, I don't know, maybe content on my phone or go right away in my laptop. I think it's all about just reframing it in a position in which you're able to do something creative and productive rather than consuming something. So I had a pretty crazy dream, so I gotta write that down, but you guys won't be able to see it. So now that I've wrote down in my journal, I like to do my bed because it helps your mind to get into that very disciplined mindset. So yeah, not hard to make a bed, but for some people it seems to be the case that they just are incapable of doing it, but not for me. I'm gonna do it right now. So another thing I do right after I made my bed is hydrate, because hydration is very important. It feeds your brain, it just overall makes your body feel a lot better in the morning. And what I like to do is pretty much take a glass of water, take half a lemon, it's good vitamin C, and I squeeze the lemon in the water. And then I just take some sea salt and I sprinkle the sea salt in. It just helps with controlling blood sugar. And if I do that, I don't have to eat something right away because I'm not craving anything. So now I drink it. It's honestly not too bad. Why I prefer this lemon water mixture over, for example, coffee is that coffee always makes me feel very jittery. In my whole life, maybe I've had 15 cups of coffee, that's it. I never liked it. A good alternative is, for example, green tea or matcha. But overall, I'm just not a big fan of caffeine. But I'm not blaming anyone who drinks caffeine. It's just that for me, water works better. And it just helps me be very stable throughout the day in terms of my blood sugar and my energy levels. So now that we hydrated, I really like to do a little stretching routine. It's only 2 minutes, it's very simple, but it's very effective because in the morning I usually feel a bit sluggish. And it's not about getting a workout, anything like that. It's more about waking up the body and just getting a bit active. So now that we moved our body, I like to have breakfast. I know a lot of you guys probably heard people talking about fasting and the benefits of fasting. I tried some fasting before, but I'm a generally very skinny guy. And if I skip breakfast, I feel like I'm just missing out on so many calories. And I feel like my body is almost eating itself. So I'd rather have a light breakfast. Right now we're just gonna make some cottage cheese, some low-fat yogurt and some eggs right here. But it just makes me feel a lot better, especially if I head to the gym afterwards. So skipping breakfast doesn't have to be bad generally, but for me personally, from my experience, I just learned that having breakfast in the morning, even if it's a very light one, just helps my body get into the right rhythm. So as you guys can see, I'm sitting in front of my laptop, which I put on a little scaffold. As I explained in the last video, it's much better for your posture if you sit in front of an elevated laptop rather than flat out on a table, because then you tend to stare down. And we want to maintain our good back posture that we established last time. What I'm doing right now is, for the last step really of my morning routine, I like to read the news because I'm invested in the stock market. I want to see what's going on in the world. I think it's just a very important part of every person's life to just stay up to date with the news. Of course, it can end up in a bit of a doom scrolling scenario, but in order to prevent that, I just read the same couple of news, like 15 different news sites every single morning to get a very broad and very evened out level of information. All right, guys, now we're here. The infamous cold shower. It's one of the favorite things I have in my routine. Honestly, not because I enjoy it, but because it just makes me feel super awake. It's kind of my coffee replacement. It has a similar effect. It really spikes your cortisol levels, but it's this healthy kind of stress that your body really craves. And now we're just gonna jump in and you guys see me suffering. So let's go. Alright guys, as you can see, we're outside right now because one of the most important things for the entire morning routine is actually getting natural sunlight into your eyes, because your eyes have sensors and they're pretty much translated into the fact that you're awake now, that you're in an environment where it's lit. So for example, when you're traveling, one of the best things you can do to overcome a jet lag is very early in the morning, right after you wake up, just go outside, get some natural sunlight in your eyes, and your circadian rhythm will be pretty much setting itself. So, and besides that, honestly, I like being out here in the park, getting away from the buzz of the city a little bit. It's pretty much one of my favorite steps of this full morning routine. And like I said, one of the most important ones too. All right, guys, so to conclude this video, I want to share one very important message that truly helped me to get through every situation in my life. And that's a principle I truly live by today, and it's called discipline equals freedom. So if you actually have the discipline to go for every single step of this routine, or maybe go to the gym every day, or dress properly, or take care of your studies, it enables you to have more freedom in other areas of your life or in other periods of your day. So for example, if you do this routine, you've already done so many healthy things for your body that now you're able to actually maybe go out, have fun with your friends, or go to the gym, or play some sports. There's so many things you can do if you already ticked off this list of very important things to take care of in the morning. And honestly, this principle applies to so many layers of your life, whether you think about work, the gym, friendships, relationships. The more disciplined you are overall, and you don't just live by short-term motivation, you can actually get so much done and live a very fulfilled life because you enable yourself to have those free windows of time that you can spend doing the things you truly appreciate. So guys, another video has come to its conclusion, and now I want to ask every single one of you, what is the most important step in your personal morning routine? Is it the cold shower? Is it the healthy breakfast? Or is it maybe going out in sunlight? Please comment down below. Make sure to also like and subscribe to the channel. It truly helps me and I would appreciate it a lot. So if you want to learn more about how to improve your daily routines and live an overall happier and more fulfilled life, definitely make sure to follow this channel and tune in for the next video. And I see you guys then. Peace out.